Hello, everybody. Professor Landnut here, and welcome to the new installment of Carlson Power Tools in under 10 minutes. I'm Gary Rosen, and I just want to say I really appreciate everyone that's viewed the first three installments. I hope they've been helpful, and I really appreciate it. I've gotten some great feedback from a bunch of people that they have been, and I think that's great. So I'm going to continue to try to provide some good information that's useful for you. Okay, so one of our favorite things to do here at home in the evenings and nighttime is to sit around a fire pit that we have on the property there and sit around and chat and or just watch the fire, and it's just something we really enjoy. So we go collect wood from all over, and then we have to process it to get it into the fire pit size. So for the smaller stuff, I use this. It's awesome, and it cuts through good stuff about inch or even couple inches in diameter. Does a great job, and we saw up a bunch of stuff that size. But with the bigger stuff that we collect, there's really no option but to really bring out the big guns and use a power tool. So let's go look at some more Carlson power tools. Okay, so first up today, I want to show you a power tool that is relatively new. I think it's pretty awesome, and it's got a lot of use, and I think it also has a great future as it grows. I'm going to show you in the current 2021 version what's going on with it, and I'll tell you what I've heard about where it's going, and then give us lots of feedback, and we'll see if we can make this thing even more awesome. I'm working from the start page, which you can shut off, but I like to use mine. You can look at your recent drawings, create a new drawing, open drawings. You can go to Carlson Support, Carlson Academy, the knowledge base, news feeds, and so on. There's a lot of good stuff here. I like it. So hopefully you're using this, but if not, that's up to you. But the thing I wanted to show you is the drawings map. It's right here from the start page. It brings up this dialog, and there's two tabs, a folder and a map tab. So I can set the folder to, let's say, Carlson Projects. And then if I go to the map tab and tell it down here, view mode, I tell it to use folders and subfolders. It searches the folder and subfolders that I told it to look in and finds all of the geo-referenced drawings that it finds in those folders and shows them on a map to me. Then I can pick on one. I can see what it's all about. But it starts showing you the layout of your work, of your projects, which could be very powerful power tool. Okay. Another option, instead of folders and subfolders, is to use the drawing database. The drawing database with this icon right here, typical database icon, is a database that is created that you can, it adds drawings, you can add your own drawings, you can remove drawings, work with this drawing database as a phenomenon of its own, keeping track of your work. And if you tell the map to search the drawing database, instead of looking in folders, it's looking in that database, which again you can make different from what's in your folders. As you look through here, and I'll zoom up here to Ontario, project I was working on with some folks just recently. You get a nice aerial satellite view and everything, and then you see your drawings. Okay. If you see one that you want to look at, you pick on it and you'll see the name, and right now you'll see the properties being the folder, the last modification, and the file size. Okay. And then there's a little preview of the drawing as well. That's what we have now, but there's more coming. So let's go ahead and say open that drawing. And of course, the cool thing is it takes you right to the drawing, opens it up, and you can work in here and basically go to work. But the other thing I wanted to show you is under File, under Drawing Utilities, we have Drawing Properties. Now this is General Properties, a summary, the title, the subject, author, keywords, other comments you have, this is for, for the new site, hyperlink, www.landnut.com. And then we have statistics and we have custom. So I can say add a new custom of control. And I want to say the control, and I'm going to put in, I'll just say USGS, this is Canada, but I'm going to say USGS, benchmark, and put in a number. Or I could say add owner. Owner, and the owner is, the value is, Jones or something. But anyway, the point of the story is that I can't type. But besides that, the rest of the story is that these custom properties can be assigned. This is not new, but they can be assigned to the drawing. And where we're going with this is that you'll be able to see those custom properties from the drawings map and see it about the project, information that's important, projects that are nearby, and even at the upper end, which some of you may go to, is have a hyperlink to a website for that job, for that project. So you go in there, go to drawing properties, find it on the map, click on it, and go launch a web page, and that's got the entire story, all of the reference information that was used, who knows. It's wide open, and that's why I say this is a power tool that's got a great start, and 2022 promises more developments, and I think it's going to continue to grow. So please give it a try. Let us know how it works and give us feedback how we can make it better and better. I think this is going to become a fairly integral part of the Carlson experience moving forward. Okay, so that was the first power tool that I wanted to share with you. Okay, the second power tool I'm going to work with you today to show you today, it deals with how you store and organize the external data, the TIN files, the coordinate files, the centerline files that surround your drawing, where all your critical data is coming from. There's a couple ways to do it. I'm going to show you the one that I prefer. I'm going to go to Settings, and I'm going to go to Set Project Data Folders. There's 3 radio buttons on the top, a fixed folder, a drawing folder, or a project folder. I'm going to show you the project folder option. You go to Project Subfolders, Setup, and if it's the first time you've been here, it's going to say, here's your project. You're going to name each project. What it's asking you to do is create a folder structure, folders and subfolders of your preference, of your customization, how you want to store your data. You can add, rename, delete, and if you don't know where to get started, you can load one that we ship, a CSW. It's a PRF file, and it sets up a folder structure, just something I created to get people started, and you can delete these, rename them, and add, do whatever you want. Okay, but it's a way to get started. You set up a folder structure you want for every project. And then you can, of course, save that and share it with others. Then you go to the data type subfolders, and this is where our file types are assigned to your folders, okay? So once again, a centerline file goes in data roads, a coordinate file goes in data points, and so on. There's one you can load if you're not sure how to get started. The idea is you can create any folders you want. We don't know what they're called, so you have to tell us what your folders are called or show us where to put our data in your folder structure. What happens as a result of the whole thing is when you create a new drawing, it asks you, this dialog box, if you're using projects, will start with, what's your project name? That'll be the first thing. If you're not using them, this doesn't even show up. I'm going to call this Power Tools 4. And I'm going to say I want to create a new drawing, and it knows where to put it. Power Tools 4 DWGS. Okay, I'm going to call this Test and say OK. And right away, it's going to start creating the entire folder structure. And as I start working, I create a coordinate file, I create these other files, it's going to offer the correct folders to put those files in automatically. And it's a very powerful way to organize your external data. Okay, so if you're not using that, give it a try and see what you think. Thanks very much.